Here is question number 6 based on forms of quadratic function. So it has got three parts, A, B and C. I'd like you to copy the question, answer it and then look into my suggestion. The question is, find x-intercepts for y equals to minus 2, x minus 1 whole square plus 6. Find vertex for y equals to minus 0.5 times x minus 2 times x plus 4. And part C is, find x's of symmetry for y equals to 2x squared minus 5x plus 1. Now the idea of having this question here is that normally if I give you an equation in vertex form, you can easily read direction of opening, vertex, maximum in this case because opening downwards. If I give you intercept form or basically factored form, you can very easily find the x-intercepts or the zeros or solution, right? And if I give you the standard form, then it is very easy to find the y-intercept. If you plug in x equals to 0, you can find the y-intercept, right? And of course, from all three of them, you know direction of opening as the leading coefficient sign. But what we have given you here is things which are to be calculated, which you can't read directly from the equation, right? So that is the part of exercise which you need to do. Now, part A is x-intercept from vertex form. So x-intercept is a point where y is 0. So in this case, you should equate y equals to 0 and then calculate the x-intercept, the x value, right? That is, you need to calculate this equation, x minus 1 whole square plus 6. Now the steps to be followed to find x are, first you take away 6, so you get minus 6 here, then you divide by minus 2, so you get 3, right? And then you square root it. When you square root it, you have to write plus and minus. Do you understand? You have to write plus and minus. So there are two roots, correct? So you have plus minus square root 3 here. And on the right side, you have x minus 1. And so you get your answer x as equal to 1 plus and minus square root of 3. Right? So you got two roots when you solve with these steps. Let me go through the steps. I'm not writing them here, but telling you. When I take x on this 6 minus 6 divided by minus 2 is 3, square root plus minus 3. And then when I take this 1 on this side, I get 1 plus minus square root 3. So these are the easy steps to get the answer. The next one is find the vertex. When we are trying to find the vertex, we are trying to find both x coordinate and the y coordinate. Okay, don't leave it at x, right? So x coordinate will be mean. X is of symmetry basically. So you do x equals to add the roots. This will be 0 at 2 and this will be 0 at minus 4. Just add them, divide by 2. So get minus 2 by 2, which is minus 1. So at x equals to minus 1, you have the vertex. So the y value will be equals to 0 minus 0.5 times minus 1 here, right? So minus 1 minus 2 times minus 1 plus 4, correct? So that is minus half of, here what do you get? Minus 3, and here you get, let me do this. So minus half of, this is minus 3, and this is 3. Do you see that? So you get, sign will become positive for you. So 3 times 3 is 9, and 9.5. So you get y value as 4.5, right? So that is your y value, and therefore the answer will be minus 1 and 4.5. The last one is axis of symmetry. If you are given equation in standard form, then you can find axis of symmetry by minus b by 2a. So axis of symmetry, this is a good way of doing it. Will always be at x equals to minus b by 2a, right? So in this case, minus of minus 5, so we'll say minus of minus 5, that is b value, divide time 2 times 2, 2 times 2. So your answer is 5 by 4, correct? So you get axis of symmetry here as x equals to 5 over 4. Do you see? Minus of this, that is 5 divided by twice this. So that is how you can get axis of symmetry. Of course, some of you, what they will do is they will do completing the squares, get the vertex, but that's a lot of work for this question, right? Similarly, in this question also, some students will expand it, right, and then complete the squares, it'll be wastage of time. So my recommendation is that don't do those long ways of answering questions. Try to get the best way of solving. Try to understand your quadratic functions and be efficient when you answer the questions in the test paper. I hope these three methods which I have shown you will help you to answer the questions in a much better way. So we'll have few more related questions like this in this test paper itself, where we will get into these details and find out the answer. Thank you and all the best.